It's Pride weekend in the Elite League, and the Steelers need to put in a performance to be proud of against Manchester. Back home for the first time in 3 weeks after setbacks in Scotland and a Belfast horror show, Sheffield have dropped off the pace in the title race. The return of Robert Dowd and a home debut for Brett Ritchie will provide a lift to the crowd, who are once again out in force and dressed in all the colours of the rainbow. Didn't work out. Here's Clavel. Switch to the far side and miscontrolled. It kind of bounced off the knee of Gilmore. It wasn't what he planned. Diffley keeps it moving. It's Watling who brings it in. And the puck just kind of pops up in the air. Teammates on hand to help out. All trapped in the corner at the moment. So we'll switch the direction of the attack, and the puck is thrown forward and tipped in. The touch from in front opens the scoring for the Steelers.
If you look back at this, Jonathan, I think it's going to be Southorn that does a great job on this near side boards. He's fending off a couple of Storm players right here. Sprays it out to the far side, and then again a shot through, and there you come out of the corner. It's Usula coming out of the corner after getting tied up down low, and that's a shot pass to the backhand. I think Usula either just turns the blade on, lets it roll off, or just lets it tip off the backhand. We'll have a better look at it here maybe. We come through, and not much netminder can do on that. Close range tip.
9th goal of the season for Mikko Usula. And the Steelers are in front. And they'll look to double their advantage here with a breakaway! And it's taken superbly by Jasper.
The quick strike Steelers, they come at it again here. This is exactly what Steelers need to do early doors. Get on the horse and get their tails up and get going. They're going to make a good breakout play from behind the net, a little D to D. And then a great play up the middle of the ice. Right there, a little spin and turn, and then Evan Jasper does the rest himself. A great quick release snapshot, top short side glove.
Two goals. 2 goals in 14 seconds for the Steelers. Suddenly last weekend seems like a long time ago. Again, the Steelers first to it. Tremblay helps it on its way. Kelly. Back for the one-timer from Tansey. The rebound's off the bar. Close for the Steelers' third. And there it is. They weren't kept waiting for long. Jasper gets his second of the game. Heard frustrated that he didn't make it 3, but he did turn provider.
Yeah, DeRitter was just having a little look there. It's like, how did that go up past me? Not entirely sure, but Steelers with some pressure. This is what the Storm haven't had, that second and third sort of opportunity in. Steelers get the puck again, and there it goes, up and short side, up over the shoulders. DeRitter's down already, waiting for the opportunity to come through, but nice little cycle, nice little turn. Beats the Storm player out of the corner and just accelerates towards the net. Nice job there by Tremblay out as well. He sort of backs out of that position, clears the area in behind for Jasper to try to exploit. And oh, that one goes off. Who's that hit? Is that Tansey?
It is Kevin Tansey.
Yeah, a dump in opportunity there. Hopefully he's got his head turned. He could hear the smack. Hopefully that's hit the helmet. He's up, he's out. It's going to take more than that to take him out. You can see here it's just sort of a play to dump it in. He's turning, and yeah, he does get it ducked down, and at least he gets to see it coming.
That was a loud one. Watling with the spinning shot, and Watling will accept the congratulations. Second time around, it's his first Steelers goal of the season.
Yeah, Patrick Watling does a good job off the faceoff. He wins it really clean and then just gets himself into an area where he can accept the puck. You watch him off the faceoff here. That's his set play to find that area, and then just spins and puts it to the blocker side. I'm not sure if DeRitter gets a piece of that or if it goes on the inside of the blocker, but yeah, set play off the faceoff. Quick spin move there. Patrick Watling gets on the score sheet for the first time.
Just 1 assist in his previous 7 Steelers games of the season. And he's on the scoreboard here, and it takes him to 50 career goals with the Sheffield Steelers. And Storm get one from the face-off. There will be no shutout tonight for Greenfield.
Reese Francis with the quick wrist shot release off the one face-off. Have a look at it here. From a long way away, and I'm not sure if he just sort of, Greenfield just missed that or what. If it's a screen, we'll have a little look here. It comes through. I think it actually goes between Tremblay off the face-off.
Just a stumble, not a trip. Storm try and take advantage. Puck sent to the net front, and the Steelers clear it away. Blasted in from the outside and gets all the way through, and then played back out front where it's hammered home by Johnson. Storm are not going quietly. They've still got 5 minutes. They need to find 2 more.
Storm netminder was on his way to the bench too there, Jonathan. I think he was looking at pulling the netminder with this much time left to get it, and halfway up the ice, you can see it's just a quick bang play from behind the net. There's a Genian that gets the puck through and find that soft area in between the coverage. And the Greenfield can't react to that. It goes over the sails, over the blocker.
13th of the season for Stephen Johnson, and his 4th against the Steelers. 1:01 remaining in the game. Is there to be won. Storm have got onto it and they've presented it to the Steelers, but they can't hit it down the ice towards Balmas. Or will they get through to him now? It was bouncing and hopping and rolling and bobbling, and it just wouldn't sit like he wanted it to. And Storm will move through here. They'll play it across, and Greenfield will slide over to make the save.
Just gets his toe on that outside of the post.
Stiffly forward. Balmas from his own half of the ice will seal the deal for the Steelers.
Yeah, credit Matt Greenfield with that save just before that. Big opportunity, and it kicks out the right pad on a cross crease, and then Mitchell Balmas gets possession of it and control, and from his blue line puts it into the open net in the middle.
Nothing quite like the comforts of home. The Steelers have had a rough time of it on the road in the last couple of weeks, but they are back to winning ways here on home ice with a 5-2 victory over the Manchester Storm. The Steelers' man of the match goes to Brian Diffley. The Steelers defenseman pick up assists on the Steelers' first goal and on their final goal. He will get to do the Eddie. It'll be his first one of the season. And the crowd of 9,140. Most of them are still here on hand to witness it. Not sure what chords those were.
A little air guitar.
Well, the Steelers have played a better tune this weekend so far than they have on the last couple. Back to winning ways, but they'll need to keep that momentum going. Back to winning ways for the Steelers tonight.
Yeah, obviously an important game for us to get back on track. Good to be back at home here. Awesome crowd. I thought it was important for us to start off that hockey game the right way. I thought we built into it shift by shift. Every line gave us a good one to start, and then we just kind of started playing our way and you know, got rewarded by doing the little things right and out competing that team. You know, obviously that first goal they got in the third period was a little deflating off a face-off. Just quick play deflection there. Second one probably could have been avoided, and then you know, you feel it a little bit there in that situation, but I thought we did a good job closing it out. Maybe a little panicked at times in the third and got away from what we did so well the first 40 to be successful. But at this point right now, we're looking to turn the situation a little bit for us, and tonight was a huge win to get that started, hopefully.
And it was important, wasn't it, also, that with the way things have gone the last couple of weekends, with a big crowd here, that the team got to play with the lead, and those 2 goals in 14 seconds, it settled the team down, it settled the crowd down as well.
Yeah, we talked about trying to find some life and get the crowd into it early. We knew there was going to be a good support here for us. It hasn't been a great stretch of play for us by any stretch of the imagination, but I think it's also important. These are the moments that you need these fans and the crowd the most. It's when things are going well, it's easy to play the right way and find that momentum. It's when things are tough is when that extra help from them goes a long way. And great to see them turn out for the boys tonight, and good to see us find the score sheet early to get them into it.
And one of the things we saw on that first Nico Usula goal was something we saw a lot tonight. Players making a conscious effort to drive to the net front and redirect pucks in. It worked once, it nearly worked several more times.
Yeah, I mean, there was some points that we've worked on really hard this week, some things that maybe we've gotten away from down this stretch. I know that, you're not going to look at things and be able to dissect every moment over this tough stretch for us. But as a team, there's a standard and a structure that we need to play with, and when we play a certain way, I feel like we're a very good team, and when we don't, we're very average. And it's just right now, it's just kind of resetting and refocusing on what we need to do to be at our best.
It's been a difficult introduction to Steeler life for Brett Ritchie, but it was his first chance to show the home crowd what he could do. What did you make of his showing?
Yeah, I thought he was pretty good tonight. I think, again, he hasn't played a ton of hockey this year, so we're trying to get him up to conditioning, the best conditioning shape that we can over this time period. But I think, you can see the substance in his game, how hard he is on the puck, how well he skates. He's a really, really good power play guy too, so we didn't get any tonight, so we weren't able to showcase that at all. But, I think he'll be a really, really good, solid player for us.
Finally, nice to get Patrick Watling a goal.
Yeah, I think tonight was Watts'. I actually liked his Saturday in Belfast. I thought he was moving his feet a lot more, and same thing, just trying to get himself back into top hockey shape, with how long he was off. And tonight was his best performance for sure tonight. Good face-off play win there, gets rewarded. But I just like the urgency in his game all night and the way he was moving his feet, from the time he was out there till the time he got off.
And now attention turns to the Cardiff Devils tomorrow. The Steel Dogs are also in action. In recent weeks, we've seen players moving between the two sides. What do you expect to be available for the Steelers tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll have Shoots and Waddy again tomorrow, so we'll go, with those two guys back in our lineup, and we'll be full tomorrow.
Coach, defeat for your team tonight, how would you sum that one up?
I think through 40 minutes we weren't good enough at all. I think there was we got away from our game. We were sloppy at our blue line, both blue lines. We were getting outskated, outworked, outbattled. We didn't win many races. We didn't win many battles through the first 40, but we get to the third. We get back to our game. We simplify things. We start, getting pucks in rather than trying to make ladder plays every time with the blue line, and that gave us some success, some good scoring late. But ultimately, we knew Sheffield, they've been away for 5 games, first time at home in a while, and they were going to come hard. And with their recent, results, I know they'd be coming ready to go. So we knew that, and we just didn't have our best through the first 40, and it showed. And that's ultimately why we got the loss.
Is there a frustration that the comeback that you launched in the third period maybe didn't give yourself enough time to really get that game leveled up?
Well, I don't know if there's really much frustration because you put yourself in that hole through 40 minutes. So you get what you deserve in this game, and if you're ready to compete and skate and win races and battle, then you'll probably have success. And you can't play 20 minutes of a game and expect to win.
You did have one important addition, number 6 back in your lineup tonight for the first time since October. How would you rate his return?
Yeah, it was great. Good to see Chase back. Obviously, Harry's our skipper, a big part of our team. I thought he played well tonight. He was solid. He always has played a steady game. He knows his role on this team. He brought leadership, brought depth. He did everything he needed to do tonight, so it was great to have him back.
The games between Storm and Steelers so far this season have swung one way and then the other and then back the other. But you get home advantage for the next 2 weekends. What will you be able to do differently on home ice?
Yeah, well, there's no secrets on our rink. You know how we like to play, and it's slightly different than this rink we're in now. But we just want to get back to playing our game, making it hard on our opponents, playing direct, fast, good 200-foot game, good tracks in the neutral zone, getting pucks to the net. We've been getting some great goaltending as of late, so hopefully that can continue.